Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone above, below, or in between. Welcome back. And today is going to be a very different episode. Alright, today I had it pretty much sorted out that I was going to be talking about. I was going to be doing a rebuttal originally, but then it dawned on me. I was like, you know what? Nah, that was an old video. Blah 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 blah. It's not going to be productive doing any kind of infighting whatsoever freaking ever, and the guy's on the up and up. So we're just going to skip that and just stick to what is and what isn't. Right now, there's tons of laws being passed against regular, average, everyday American citizens. There's tons of issues that we've seen throughout the last couple of months, the last couple of years, that seem to suggest that the establishment is going against regular, everyday folks that are just trying to keep out of trouble, trying to keep their own butts in the free and clear, if you understand my meaning. You'll see that one picture of the gun at the top over there. That's pretty much just an invention that had to be invented just to keep regular law-abiding citizens free. You know what I mean? So it's like, what? You know, if you had no clue that the law was passed, like say you just completely unplugged your cable bill, you completely unplugged your internet bill or whatever, you're just trying to save a couple bucks. During the Barack Obama administration's run on the country in California, if you didn't get your ballot, you wouldn't freaking know. There's just too much stuff that popped up, too much nonsense that popped up, and you wouldn't have freaking known. You know what I mean? After January 1st, if you had an AR-15 and you didn't buy all these other parts, or you didn't turn the thing into a featureless rifle, you would have been screwed. And thankfully, we got this nice little invention. So yeah, again, you have to you have to spend money just to stay free, and you can go on and on about Obamacare and all that other nonsense on another level. That's another interesting topic. But for right now, I'm just going to skip all that, and we're just going to dive into what's his name, Tom Woods. Tom Woods, right here. He's got a nice little program here. It's called 3 felonies a day, how the feds target the innocent. Now, pretty much, he gets talking with a lawyer, and they go over all the different, pretty much the same topic that I'm covering right here. They go over all the different things that are set in place against the average everyday American citizen, so that if there is something that happens, if you do happen to get into the legal process of any sort or any flavor, you are basically at the court's mercy no matter what. No matter what happens. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if you were righteous, it doesn't matter what happened. If there's because there's been so many laws passed against you, they can get you on 1 count, 3 count, 2 count, 3 counts a day that the average American citizen commits. That's where this lawyer got the idea for the title of his book. Like, there are 3 regular activities a person could do throughout the day, and no matter what he said, no matter what he does or says, there's a law against that. And that's just, you know what I mean? Like, here, let me hit the play. I'm going to invoke the right of fair use on this one.
And what started to occur to me was that some of these extraordinarily vague, kind of undefined, limitless federal statutes were so vague that they did not give the average citizen notice as to what it was that was against the law that they should avoid doing. Remember, one of the aims of the criminal law is to clearly establish what one may not do without crossing a line. When the law doesn't perform that function, it becomes a trap for the unwary rather than a good faith, legitimate guide to the limits of lawful versus unlawful conduct. And as I proceeded to have a more and more active federal criminal defense practice, this problem became more and more of a worry to me, not only for my clients who were facing years and years in prison for doing things that neither I nor the client would think was illegal. But also I thought just socially this was a very dangerous tool for tyranny, allowing the government to jump in and go after any citizen they want. All you had to do was sit down and watch an ordinary citizen go through a full day. And the way I hypothesized it, I could probably pick out 3 federal felonies that day that the person committed, and that's really how the title came about.
Well, the book is of course it's eye-opening, but
And that's about as far as I'm going to go with that. That you want to see the rest of that, go click on his stuff, go see his stuff, go see his show, go ahead and watch it. I'm not going to be stealing nobody's material here. But you heard it straight from the horse's mouth, folks. That is some downright dirty stuff, on top of all the clear examples that I'm filming right here on screen right now. Like, we got this one kid with 6 charges against him. We got this one journalist with 21 charges against him. And let me put that back into perspective right there. And we got a new invention for a rifle to keep to make sure that every law-abiding citizen stays free that owns that particular rifle. Do you see the insanity that I'm talking about, folks? And on top of that, we got the WikiLeaks dump on the Vault 7 nonsense, where not just the alphabet soup gang is looking into you, but that little hacking tool got out there, so that anybody, particularly criminals, if they're slightly organized, yeah, you could be screwed from day one and not even know it. They could set you up for all kinds of nonsense. Isn't that sweet? Oh my goodness. And once again, we're no longer living in a world where it's based on merit. It's based on what you've done and what you didn't do. It's all about who you know, all over again. And I just have to point this out. I just had to take a little time to point this stuff out, folks. That's going to be the end of it for right now. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Cheers. Good luck to all. Peace out.